Hey guys, we're back for some more standard here as the season is coming to a close in the next couple days. I did jam a bunch of games since the last video and currently at number 1064 Mythic. So there have been some changes made to the mono red aggro deck that I've been using. And some of you actually have given me some nice ideas here. As much as I love running for Godric, I just kept running into hands where I just had 2 or 3 copies, and it just caused me to go down to 3. So I think maybe like a split of 3 Godric and like 2 Squee, and then I also ran into another player on the ladder who was running Urabrask's Forge, which is really interesting because this also is great for Godric. If you have Godric in play, because it does create 2 non-land, permanents basically in one turn, in the same way that Squee does, in the same way that Epicure does, or Charming Scoundrel, or Sokenzen. So we actually have 14 cards in the deck that will create 2 non-land permanents in 1 card. Yeah, and then ended up shaving back down to 2 copies of Phoenix Chick, and then I shaved down to 1 copy of Adversary. I think having 7 2-drops, this was the original amount in the mono red deck before like Charming Scoundrel came out. There was always like 4 copies of Adversary and 3 copies of Feldon, and it worked really well. And so kind of going back to that, and then I did want to make room for some big boom booms. So the other thing is that I did shave down to 20 lands with Charming Scoundrel, as you can count, with the ability to create treasure tokens. I kind of consider this like each of them like 1/4 of a land or something like that. So this is kind of similar to running 21 lands, I think. So with all these changes, let's hop into some games. All right, opening hand looks great. Yeah, and I just love kind of the inevitability of Urabrask's Forge also. I haven't seen this deck, so I'm not really sure what we're up against. Squee is great. I think I just want to get Forge going, though. Yeah, so I don't know, if it's correct here. Like, especially if they have, if they have like cut down, getting this kind of moving just feels really good. And again, I don't know if we're up against a combo deck, if we have time for this kind of nonsense. So. All right, so if they have like a removal spell and a blocker, Squee is still fine, but I think kind of like going like Scoundrel plus Swift Spear plus Rage. Just putting a lot on the table and then having this is sort of like getting over the hump. Instead of just putting all the eggs in one basket here with Squee. We could also just run in what we have and then have like Lightning Strike plus Rage to get through. It's kind of about the same. So I think here we want to wait for whatever removal they plan to run. Or they're just going to pack it in, that works too. Yeah, I'll keep pretty much any hand with 2 land. Probably just Scoundrel into Wicked Token on the Phoenix chick. Yeah, I think we have to respect Vanguard here. It's just doing a little bit too much damage. So I think we've got to go like Lightning Strike for Vanguard. Just to slow the game down a little bit. Otherwise we could, I guess, do like Adversary plus... No, that's just not... I think we just need to kill the Vanguard here. And we can push a little bit more damage, try to race a little better. We're definitely on the back foot here, though. Okay, I'm very happy they did not attack. I have no idea why. But we're happy for it. So now I think we go maybe Kumano plus Scoundrel. Just want to get this other Phoenix chick going. Actually, I think we hold off on the Kumano since it's not really doing much on the ground. And we go Phoenix chick plus Scoundrel, get another 2 in the air going. We could also use, I guess, Kumano faces Kakazan to have Phoenix Chick come out next turn to get the bonus. So that seems alright. But I think this is just a little better. Yeah, I have no idea why they didn't just Alpha Strike there, but we're very happy for it. So we can try to go for like the 6th land next turn, which is very unlikely, but it could happen to get like the final like lightning strike in there. And then just, I guess, go like Kumano here. Let's see, can we survive the attack? If we don't play adversary. Block here. Block here. Take 3, 6, 9, 11. Yeah, I suppose we technically can survive it if they add nothing to the board. And then we hit them for 5 this turn. And then if we draw the land, we can kill them. I think it's got to be our best bet. Let's just make sure. Okay, so yeah. Block. Block. 3, 6, 9, 11. So unless they have like another copper coat. But I think this is probably our best bet to win. Otherwise, we need to draw something off the top. This way, like land or anything is more likely to win the game for us. If they have Adeline here, it's probably lights out. It's like the extra 2 is enough to kill us. Or really, I mean, if they have Cathar, like there's so many things they could have, but they've got nothing. Wait a second, 3, 6, 9, yeah, there we go. I guess if they have the Ganja, we're also dead. That'll work too. So now, yeah, we can actually kill them, amazingly. That'll work. Yeah, and I guess it doesn't really matter which of these guys gets the buff. Wow, that was close. Yeah, we could have lost like 2 different times, but I think they misplayed by not attacking. Yeah, you just gotta play to your outs, no matter how bad it looks. Hand looks great. So I think we go for squee here. If they have the counter, like, it sucks. Or if they have removal, it sucks. But it'll come back. And then I think we just wait and see what they do. They've probably got some nonsense going here. I guess if they just sit, that's okay too. Like, just raging into open mana just feels really stupid, yeah. Now here's an interesting play. Part of me wants to play the rage to get this into the yard so I can have 4 cards in the yard. So basically rage onto the excavator. We're essentially throwing away the damage from it though, just in order to get squee back next turn. So because we have the mana, is that worth it? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a stretch, but it does give us the ability to get squee next turn. So it might be crazy, but especially if they've got more removal coming. Otherwise, though, like, if we don't have a play for next turn, it seems pretty decent. Because then we drop them to 6, coming in for 3. Yeah. This will be an extra 3 just by itself. Maybe we wait. I guess let's find out what's coming, and then we can decide. Okay, so if we know Swift Spear's coming, that's actually less interesting. But it was, like, definitely a consideration. Alright, let's start with Play with Fire. Do we want to give him another chance at a counter here? I don't know that we do, but they might still have removal coming. So I think maybe we wait on Monstrous Rage. I think now we wait to see if they've got nonsense. I think if we just go for it, there's a high chance they just kill the creature. Okay, I guess they had nothing. Yeah, it's a hard situation, like, to know, because, like, walking this in open mana is so difficult. Now I think we put it on the Phoenix chick, because then this plus that will be lethal. That should be game. Yeah, so there were a bunch of, like, potentially very weird plays there, but I don't know that it made them wrong. Like, if we didn't have, like, Swift Spear coming on the top, like, there is some merit to considering that play. It might still be a little bit crazy, especially with all the removal they have, but yeah, I like to kind of theory craft a little bit. Alright, yeah, this hand looks great. Mostly I just like to explore weird plays and just see if they pay off. Okay, that's a nice draw. So now we can go play with fire on their Swift Spear plus Kumano. And I think we get rid of the Swift Spear now. I guess, like, we could try to, like, do it in response to them doing something next turn, but if they have, like, a second spell, it's so bad. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little bit unsure about that. There's the Monstrous Rage. Yeah, so, like, if we had waited, it would have been really awkward. Like, I guess we could do it in response, but they probably have something else. So we're at 11. I guess if they have, like, Lightning Strike... What could they have? They could have, like, Lightning Strike, Play with Fire. They potentially, like, it's possible they could kill us here if we don't leave anything back. Guess we can, like, see how the attack goes. I feel like they probably have Lightning Strike in hand. Or if they have like land plus Godric plus like a 1-drop. Yeah, I think we have to assume if they have Lightning Strike here, like there is a decent chance they could kill us if they have like those sequence of plays. So I think it's probably correct to leave the Epicure back. Like there are enough different sequences of cards they could have where we could just lose if we attack with everything and they just go face and then just play a bunch of stuff and kill us. Now they've got to choose if they want to like Lightning Strike or Adversary, or still try to go for it. Okay, yeah, that was super important leaving that guy back, I think. So they could still have it here, but they need much more. Whew, close one. Yeah, it's like those like little things, just because I could easily see just like smashing with everyone and then like possibly we lose there. Alright, hand looks great. Opponent is deep in the tank. Okay. Typically in this scenario, I like to lead out with check just because then like next turn we can put a Wicked token on top of it. Against Esper, I think maybe it's possibly a little better to have the Wicked token on the Scoundrel. Although I guess we have Monstrous Rage, because like if they go like Virtue next turn, they'll have a 2/2 that this thing will run into. So I think maybe we leave the Wicked token on the Scoundrel itself here. The other consideration we could have is making an extra treasure token so we can get Godric plus something next turn. Which does feel kind of nice. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the Wicked token. Yeah, and like in this situation, like I am happier I've got the Wicked token on the Scoundrel, so now it can like trade with both of these things. Very happy to draw Forge there. So now it kind of gives us they either counter this or kill Godric, but hopefully not both. And now we've got Rage to turn this into a 4/4 if that matters. I think, yeah, we're just going to want to see what happens here. This will also turn it into a 4/4 itself. Okay, yeah, that makes sense that they want to do that. I think now let's put the Monstrous Rage on the Phoenix chick, just to spread our threats out a little bit. I guess now they could have Go for the Throat. The nice thing is this activates Godric, so we can see what they do. Yeah, it's fine. We can lose our Phoenix chick here, and then this will fly over. Then we want to use all this mana here so we can save our Lightning Strike for next turn. So unless I don't think they have, unless they have like a big counter, they're just dead here. So I think we go for it. See what happens. We could also like try to like make an attack, have them do something, and then Lightning Strike in response. And that's not awful. I guess they would probably try to like Wandering Emperor or something. I think it gives us a little bit more options here. Yeah, I think we do it that way first. I'm just thinking like if they have big counter here. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. We swept today, went 5-0. So, very happy with the changes to the deck. And let's take a look at the overall stats. So, currently the deck is at 63% win rate, with 53 wins and 31 losses. There have been a lot of different versions. The most recent version, though, it's worth noting, this is one where I made all these changes, is 92% win rate. So it's 11 wins and 1 loss. So as a whole, the deck is doing fairly decently. The most recent version, though, is just crushing it. If you are new to the channel, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. And please consider subscribing, dropping a like, sharing it with a friend, or leaving a comment. And we'll see you guys next time.